Europe wants a fighter jet that can outfly American F-35s, outthink China's AI stealth aircraft, and outrange Russia's advanced missile defenses. But behind closed doors, the European Union's next-generation fighter project, often praised as the future of Western air power, is struggling with delays, political disagreements, and silent technological barriers that no one expected. The dream of a united European superfighter is powerful. The reality is far more complicated. Introduction: a continent racing against time. The European Union knows that global air power is changing faster than at any other moment since the Cold War. Stealth, artificial intelligence, drone fighter teaming, hypersonic weapons, and electronic warfare have transformed the battlefield. To survive the next 40 years, Europe must field a fighter jet capable of operating in this new environment. Two programs are competing to define Europe's future air dominance. FCAS, Future Combat Air System, led by France, Germany, and Spain. Tempest/GCAP, Global Combat Air Program, led by UK, Italy, and Japan. The European Union has no single unified project, but both programs represent Europe's attempt to build a sixth-generation air combat ecosystem that includes a stealth fighter, swarm drones, AI co-pilots, directed energy weapons, advanced sensors, and secure cloud-based warfare networks. But the journey from vision to reality is full of unseen challenges that threaten the timeline, budget, and unity of Europe's next fighter jet. 1. Political rivalry, the first battlefield. Europe's biggest challenge isn't technology, it's politics. France and Germany, the main partners in the FCAS project, have repeatedly disagreed on almost everything. Who controls the technology? France wants Dassault Aviation to lead the entire project's design. Germany demands equal roles and access. Who funds what? Berlin has been cautious about exploding budgets, while France wants a rapid, high-cost push to compete with the US and China. What is the jet supposed to do? France wants a nuclear-compatible carrier-capable fighter. Germany wants a European NATO air superiority platform. These fundamental differences have caused years of delays, stalled negotiations, and internal friction. Even the UK-led Tempest program was created partly because London believed Europe could never agree on a unified aircraft. 2. Industry wars. Dassault versus Airbus Defense versus BAE Systems. Building a next-generation fighter isn't just about cooperation, it's about industrial dominance. FCAS industry conflict. Dassault, France, wants full control of the jet's design. Airbus Defense, Germany, argues it must share authority equally. Their engineering teams have disagreed on flight control systems, stealth shaping, cockpit design, software architecture, intellectual property access. These disagreements have stalled the project multiple times. Tempest/GCAP industry cooperation. The Tempest program has faced fewer political battles, but still struggles with funding differences between partners, technology secrecy requirements, integrating Japanese defense industry practices with European standards. Both programs face the same reality. Major defense industries don't want to share leadership, technology, or profits. 3. Technological ambition versus reality. Europe aims to leap directly into sixth-generation technologies, but several challenges threaten the timeline, budget, and unity of Europe's next fighter jet. Stealth technology. Europe has never produced a frontline operational stealth aircraft like the US F-22 or F-35. Creating a low-absorbance design that can survive against Chinese and Russian radars is not guaranteed. AI combat systems. The EU wants the jet to feature autonomous decision-making, sensor fusion beyond the F-35, virtual co-pilots powered by machine learning. But Europe lags behind the US and China in advanced AI infrastructure. Drone-wingman. Both FCAS and Tempest rely on unmanned, loyal wingman drones. Developing secure data links, AI targeting logic, and swarm control systems is extremely complex. Energy weapons. Directed energy weapons like lasers require massive onboard power generation. Europe lacks a mature airborne laser system, unlike the United States. Hypersonic integration. To remain relevant beyond 2040, the jets will need hypersonic missile compatibility, thermal shielding, advanced propulsion systems. This adds tremendous engineering complexity. 4. Budget shockwaves. Even before full development, both programs are already facing financial strain. FCAS cost estimate: €300 billion plus by 2040, much higher than earlier projections. Tempest GCAP cost estimate: €200 to €250 billion over the project lifecycle. These are likely conservative estimates. For context, the F-35 program has cost the US over $1.7 trillion over its lifetime. Europe's fighter projects may follow a similar cost expansion. Budget disagreements between partner nations could slow the programs further, especially during periods of economic uncertainty. 5. NATO complications. Competing with the F-35. One of the biggest hidden challenges is that European countries themselves are undermining EU fighter development by buying the American F-35. Why is Europe picking the F-35 instead? It already exists and is combat-proven. It has unmatched stealth. It offers full NATO data integration. Delivery schedules are known. Costs, while high, are predictable. Countries like Germany, Poland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Finland, Denmark, Norway, Switzerland have all chosen the F-35 instead of waiting until 2040 for Europe's next fighter. This reduces political pressure to fund FCAS or Tempest, industrial scale, long-term maintenance economies. The more EU nations rely on American jets, the harder it becomes to justify building a European one. 6. Timeline pressure. Will it be too late? The projected timeline for FCAS and Tempest is: first prototype, 2029 to 2032. Entry into service, 2040 to 2045. But delays already happening could push the combat-ready date into the late 2040s. By then, the US NGAD, Next Generation Air Dominance Fighter, will be in service. China's JXX 6th generation prototypes will be flying. AI-guided drones may dominate battlefields. Hypersonic and anti-stealth radar will be more advanced. Europe risks fielding a next-generation fighter too late for the next-generation battlefield. 7. Strategic divide. What does Europe actually want? The final unseen challenge is strategic confusion. The US prioritizes global air dominance and power projection. China prioritizes regional supremacy and anti-access warfare. Europe, however, is divided. France wants global reach. Germany wants NATO interoperability. Spain wants industrial growth. Italy and the UK prioritize export markets. Japan prioritizes regional defense against China. This makes designing a single aircraft extremely difficult. Conclusion: a vision worth pursuing, but a hard road ahead. The European Union's next fighter jet represents Europe's ambition to become a truly independent global military power. The vision is bold, technologically advanced and strategically necessary. But the unseen challenges, political rivalry, industrial conflict, slow decision-making, budget strain, and competition from the F-35 threaten to delay or weaken the final product. If Europe can overcome these barriers, it may produce a fighter jet that can stand alongside the US and China's next-generation aircraft. But if it fails, Europe risks falling permanently behind in the future of air power. The coming decade will determine whether the EU's next fighter jet becomes a symbol of unity or another reminder of Europe's struggle to act as one.